What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Asia stream. Welcome, welcome. So, as you guys probably know, we had a pretty choppy New York session, right? What's up, Ryan? How's it going? PA, yeah. Yes, it does. Robert, how's it going? So, during New York, I did not take any trades. So I was so close to taking this short right here. Um, this was pretty much the only thing that I was looking at taking was this short because first we took out this high right here. We had accumulation, so accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution right here. So this was and then we had that 5-minute inversion. So that's kind of the only thing I was looking at taking. I mean, it played out perfectly. I just didn't take it, but yeah. Let me switch something real quick. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's kind of the only thing that I was looking at really. It. But yeah, so let's go look at what we have today. So it looks like we have a gap right here. So we do have this gap. All right. What happened here? NQ took out this low, and we inverse this 5-minute gap. ES looks a little bit different. I'm gonna go through and delete these levels. I'm gonna clean up the chart. Do not need these anymore. Chopped up small 0.5 R. That's all good, Robert. All good. Okay. So last night after I logged off the stream, I did take another trade. So right here, after we took out that, that sell side that we're looking at right here, right after we took that out, let me make this black real quick. So after we took that out, we got this 5-minute inversion. So I did take that and I wrote it up to this 1-minute gap. So that was about a 1R. So pretty nice right there. But yeah. So okay. Let's go to like the 1 hour. Let's actually go to the daily. See where the daily closed. So like I said, we do have this weekly gap. Um, we're in the weekly gap right now. I think we will hit this. I think we will hit that CE. Tomorrow should be a lot better. Tonight, or sorry, this morning we had no news. So tomorrow we have, I think, unemployment claims. Powell speaks at 8:40. We got a lot of news tomorrow before market opens, so that should get us going. So we'll see what happens. So there's a daily chart right there. Here's a 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart right here. Okay. Okay, interesting. And then the 15-minute looks decent. Well, this doesn't look decent, but this right here, this little sweep. Tapping that CE of that gap. Okay. This is the 15-minute. So we do have a 15-minute gap right here. We have a 15-minute gap right there. Right now, I'm just trying to see, what's going on. I have been working on the new streaming software, so I'm not using it right now. I should. Hopefully, I'm using it tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll see. We will see. There we go. All right, yeah. So tap that CE right there, that 50%. Let's drop down to the 5-minute. So there's that gap. Okay. Okay. Yeah, like I'm not really seeing like overall like high time frame, I am bullish, right? I am bullish, but right like at this very moment, like I'm not like yeah, we did take out this low, right? We might fill this gap. I'm not really seeing anything like super good right now. I'm just gonna give it a little bit. So, but yeah, tomorrow should be better. Tomorrow should be a lot better for New York and for Asia. Thursday's always really good for Asia most of the time. So, so yeah, so there's a 5 minute. Let's drop down to the 1 minute. See what's going on here. Okay, how big are these moves here? Not bad, not bad. All right. Had a nice little buy sequence right here. Check ES real quick. Okay, ES is looking a lot different. So ES is hitting this 5 minute gap right here. Okay. Very nice research. So pretty nice buy sequence off of ES right here. Inverse that gap, hitting this gap right now. That gap from when we opened is over here. So if we do inverse this, may like something like that would probably work. I could see that. Ghost Trading Systems. I know who you are. L Day for Ghost. Yeah, I know. All right, we also have a 15-minute over here. 15-minute gap. Yeah, so I mean, like, if we do get this inversion, this could work. This could work. Again, like we're still in the range, or like, we've been chopping since yesterday morning, pretty much. So we're still just in this. Like one thing is, yeah, we're kind of towards the bottom of it. If we get the inversion, look for that gap. But like again, it's not great. It's not great. Not great. This is a nice buy sequence. 30 seconds till this 5 minute closure. So if this next 5 minute gets a really strong push through, maybe you can look for that inversion. But other than that, I'm not really seeing anything that's like jumping out at me to take a trade. Like for example, last night's trade. Last night's trade. Where was it? This was nice. Like this was a good trade, right? We went down here, took out our equal lows, got a nice buy sequence through this 5 minute inversion, hit that gap, right? That's nice. This over here, a little bit different. A little bit different. Yeah, I mean, like if we do get this on ES, like I'll take it on like an eval or something. Like I don't really want to trade any fundeds tonight until we're kind of out of this, until we're out of this area. I kind of want to stay away with my funded accounts. So maybe I'll do an eval. Do you prefer to wait for candle closes during inversions? Yes, I do. One thing though is like, yeah, pretty much just wait for the close. That'll be the safest. Ryan says may not want to put on risk tonight, and that is smart. That is smart. One thing that you can, okay, so we do have a bigger, so surprisingly the 1 minute gap is bigger than the 5 minute gap. So we got that right there too. Which price is, kind of just stalling right in there. I do like this shape. I do like this shape that we're kind of putting in. Probably the area to get in would have been off this inversion. Like I could see that because there's your manipulation, right? Buy sequence up. Would have been in like right there. Stop would have been right there, and then I mean honestly, like you would go break even at the CE and then ride it to this gap fill or something, or even up here. We'll see. See what happens. Because NQ is leading right now. It is, it's up there. So, what is the price for the entry? If I were to take it, it would be ES, and it would just be whatever. Like whenever we close above this 5 minute gap, so roughly, 5,900. 50-minute gap is over here as well. Yeah, it's really important to wait for the candle closure for an inversion. If you do have like if you have a great like A plus setup, one thing that like, let's say I got like a 5 minute inversion, right? Like for example, let's say we have this 5 minute gap, and let's say it's like prime like New York AM, right? Textbook setup A plus plus plus, right? And you want to get in at the best entry possible. If you see a really nice buy sequence here, and this is a 5 minute fair value gap, what you can do is you can drop down to the 1 minute and then take the 1 minute closure up above. Sometimes I do that with a 5 minute gap. Again, it's more aggressive. It's more aggressive, but sometimes I do that. But the safer option is always to wait for, for example, wait for the candle closure of the 5 minute. Because lots of times you'll have a gap here. Price will come over here, do this, and then just wick right back up, and then this will just be a wick. So it's very, very important to wait for that close. But if you see an A plus setup and you see a higher time frame gap like a 5 minute, like sometimes I will take a 1 minute closure if we have a really nice buy sequence. All right, so price has just stalled out here. Price has stalled out here If we do get that nice buy sequence through here, we could look for that long. Yeah, NQ looks a lot different. Do have a 1 minute gap here on NQ. Very small gap, but we have a gap. Let's see. Yeah, so this little 1 minute gap is holding. Oh, never mind. Right when I said that. So I mean, like, if you guys are really bullish, you could take 1 minute inversion right here. Yeah, you did have a little stop hunt, a little manipulation leg. Could go for that gap fill. I'm not in right now, so I'm kind of waiting for the ES to do something to inverse this. So yeah. Do we have a 5 minute gap? Yeah, we do. You have a 5 minute gap. So today was just like seek and destroy. You know, just take out this high, take out this low, take out this high, right? Took out that low, take out this high, take out that high. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button. Helps out the stream. Helps out the stream a lot. I am working on a new indicator. It's for ICT traders. It's based on ICT concepts. Yeah, price died out. Price died out right here for the last 17 minutes. NQ has or ES has not moved. I'm excited for tomorrow though. I think tomorrow New York should be pretty nice. So if we get something, great, great. Yep, that will that'll work. Just get like the magnet tool over here. There we go. Boom, boom. This is peak price action. Peak price action right here, guys. Does not get better than this. Does not get better than this. uh, let's check out the weekly chart. See what the weekly's doing. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's pretty nice looking right there. It's pretty nice looking. I mean, it's probably just gonna do this, just like this right here. But yeah, I'm thinking this week. I'm thinking that weekly gap gets tapped. I've been bullish since the weekly open, and since then we've gone up 1,000 points. Sounds great, Ghost. Sounds great. Not financial advice. Yeah, so new streaming software is coming pretty soon. So this will have music. It'll be a lot nicer. Quality should be better. So hopefully tomorrow night. Hopefully tomorrow night. If not tomorrow night, probably Monday because there's no stream on Friday. But yeah, so if you guys want to join the Discord, completely free. I live stream in there at New York Open. Link for that's in the description below. It's all free. That's where I do most of my trading. Today, no trades at all though, because PA price action's been no bueno. We got some no bueno price action right here. Yeah, yeah, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it in action. I might do like a test stream for the new software. Just like an unlisted stream for like the Discord members or something. Just to see if audio's working, things like that. Might do that like I don't know, tomorrow or this weekend. Yeah, price is not doing anything right now, guys. Nothing. So Since price is going sideways right now, right? I'll recap yesterday's Asia trade. So 5-minute right here. What did we do? So if we zoom in here, we took out sell side, 5-minute inversion, nice buy sequence, launch up to gap right there, easy win, easy win. All right, so this thing is falling through. So this is kind of rejecting that area. Let's see what ES is doing. Same thing, ES is rejecting. So we do not have our confirmation. Remember, our confirmation for this was, okay, we get a nice buy sequence through this inversion. Did we get that? No, we did not. We did not even close above the CE. So there is no entry there, right? We would only enter if we were to close above this gap with a nice buy sequence. So we're going to go ahead and remove this for now.